Blue latex. Published by Changed Wiki, fandom. The blue latex is a blue canine-like female variegated latex creature found just past the Special Edition's greenhouse area, who attempts to deceive a hungry human into eating tinned food she laid out and prepared for him. Appearance. The blue latex is a feminine, canine-like latex creature. She is primarily blue, albeit with a cerulean underbelly. She has short, light gray hair. She has pink paw pads, and her eyes are the same blue color as Colin's eyes. Transfer. She jumps out from the vents to transfer Colin. Her trap is an opened can of peaches on a counter, where there's almost no other food around besides the terrible-tasting oranges in the greenhouse earlier. Upon Colin eating the peaches, she's alerted and rushes at him when he tries to walk away. She'll jump out at and transfer Colin if he eats a tin of peaches found in the room. Getting transferred by her results in Colin gaining eyelashes and breasts. This is one of the few female transfers in the game. The post-transfer screen shows her posing and looking at her new body. Colin's immediate response to seeing her new breasts is to start pressing them down, looking flustered. Her attempt to catch Colin with food is rather obvious to Puro, as he picks it up immediately that the can is opened and has a spoon, and is directly below a vent, is a trap. Gallery. Post-transfer screen. Wendigo. Published by Changed Wiki, fandom. The Wendigo is an upcoming dark latex boss in Changed, Special Edition. She is modeled after the Wendigo of tribal mythology, although somewhat diverging from the traditional image of the Wendigo. She is an original character made by Dragon Snow for the game Changed. Appearance. The Wendigo is a massive female dark latex, somewhat resembling a female version of the Wolf King. She has a crystalline mask covering her face unlike the skull masks of all other dark latex creatures. Despite being closest to a dark latex wolf, she has the ears of a deer and antlers on her mask. Although partly hidden by her large breasts, she has crystalline structures on the sides of her stomach resembling a blue rib cage. Behavior. From what can be gathered, she can summon bacteriophages and blood transfer Colin. She spawns in when the dark latex ecosystem is fully formed, when a wolf made of black goo spawns and appears to eat a blue gem. She seems to be able to control bacteriophages and blood cells to transfer prey. The blood cell can mutate into a light latex creature. She spawns approximately 5 minutes after the dark latex ecosystem is fully formed. Gallery. Post-transfer screens. Published by Changed Wiki, fandom. Appearance. The Steiger appears as a brown, pinkish-red hybrid of a tiger and a spider with 6 arms. He has 6 bright magenta red eyes, 2 main eyes, and 4 tiny eyes, 2 on each outer edge of the main 2. He has a large spider abdomen, but no visible spinnerets. His belly and muzzle are a lighter color than his main body, and so are his paw pads. His stripes and thick neck fluff are a Tuscan red. He has 2 horns on his head, which could just as easily be interpreted as palps or chelicerae or some form of antennae, despite not being an arachnid trait. Behavior. The Steiger is quickly characterized as a prankster, not directly transferring the human, but impeding his progress, indirectly forcing a transfer. His first prank distracts Colin briefly while he pushes a box towards a gap. Should he turn and walk away, the Steiger comes down on a web and steals the box, leading to a softlock. This can be avoided by simply disregarding the wriggling box. His other prank involves trapping Colin in an enclosed space with a white latex blob by dropping a steel box. This only occurs if Colin steps next to the grate on the floor, trapping him there. The grate does not lead to any unique transfer. After performing either of these pranks, the Steiger will hang around out of bounds looking very smug. The webs around the vents are made of latex, not actual spider silk. It is assumed that despite the Steiger's lack of spinnerets, he is able to spin these. The Steiger are shown using this latex string to knit several pairs of pants and mock eggs. Trivia. Due to the fact that the Steiger sets traps, and laughs at the protagonist for falling into them, it can be assumed that he possesses high mental capacity, and even has the ability to think ahead of time, proven by his weaving the latex shorts as traps for the latter. Because spiders in real life eat moths, it's possible that the moth transfer actually results in Colin's eventual death. Dragon Snow has described Steiger as a mischievous tailor that enjoys playing tricks on the protagonist. Wolf King. Published by Changed Wiki, fandom. Appearance. The Wolf King is a tall dark latex beast. He looks like a typical dark latex, but in some frames, he appears as a black silhouette showing only the glint of his eyes. He sits on what appears to be a swiveling office chair. He has extra fluff on the back of his head that looks like a ponytail. He obviously is the leader of at least some of the dark latex wolves. Behavior and fight. The Wolf King can control the formation of his gray crystals and how much or little Colin gets assimilated with the snap of his fingers. He demonstrates an unparalleled level of control over the transformation process whenever Colin touches one of his gray crystals or gets splashed with latex from a falling glass tube. The Wolf King is able to control Colin like a puppet if he touches one of crystals for trying to escape. If Colin gets transferred by his latex containers, the king welcomes the former human into his pack. He and Dr. K watches Colin's progress through the offices via the security cameras. To slip past his dark latex wolf minions, Colin can wear a badly made disguise Puro prepared for him. It fools all the goo monsters present, except for the Wolf King, who continues his surveillance. Wolf King has complete mastery over dark latex matter, able to make it move like an extension of his being so it behaves like the light latex goo to engulf Colin or turn him into a people puppet. He introduces himself by swiveling the chair he sits on forwards, and remains seated as he engages his assault upon Colin. The Wolf King, upon defeat, unconsciously swivels facing away again from the protagonist. After evading his minions and meeting the Wolf King, if Colin gets touched by a crystal, the Wolf King can use his powers over the dark latex crystal goo to keep transferring Colin from beast to human, and back again, just for his court's amusement. The second and third phases of his battle involve not only dodging his crystal attacks but also keeping a wary eye out for glass tubes containing dark latex goo hovering above, that'll fall on Colin. They move one step closer to Colin after every attack. The second phase has one tube, while the third phase contains two. After he summons a third one, it will fall on him, and he will swivel away in defeat. If Colin gets hit by a tube, he will be engulfed in latex, and for his court's amusement, the Wolf King will allow him to struggle a bit, before creating a mask, which Colin will attempt to remove, before snapping on the mask, creating a new latex beast. Trivia. He was once a human, as answered by Dragon Snow in their 2023 Q&A. Prior to that, judging by their big swivel office chair and many camera monitors, they may have once been part of the security team at the research center, before the latex beasts escaped containment. They are intelligent enough to know how to work them. Gallery. Sprites. Post-transfer screens. Text. Published by Changed Wiki, fandom. Behavior. They will not attack the human unless the human steps on the dark latex puddle too many times, and one or two rabbits will appear. If the human gets transferred by both, he will be turned into a female rabbit, though if only transferred by one, he will remain male upon transformation. Appearance. The bunnies themselves appear to be purely a cream color, though upon transfer, they take on a more detailed appearance, with bright pink hair with blue highlights, green stripes, pale pink on the inside of their ears, and green eyes.